Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. A sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, a stream where Hufflecoat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons and game of shared storytelling where I make my friends confront their daddy issues. I'm Andrew Gilbert, he, him, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, I'm Galway. Pronouns he, him, or they, them, and the family whose pronouns are him.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hi everybody, Adam here, pronouns they, them, or he, him. And yes, Burbage uses he, him pronouns.
Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, I'm Lena, and my pronouns are she, her, and Stormbringer's pronouns are also she, her.
Blackness, playing the darkness of nothingness. Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel, the darkness.
And Sam, playing the
she, her.
Sam, playing the mystical rogue Tiefling Ire.
Hello, all. I am Sam. I go by both he and they pronouns, and Ire is he and him.
And Darcy, playing the Tiefling cleric Hakari.
Hello, I'm Darcy. I play Hikari. My pronouns are they, them, and Hikari's are her, hers.
And Rachel should join us in a little bit. They're putting down their children. And I know how that sounds. And I meant sleeping. So welcome to Goats and Dragons. The podcast tonight is a live recording of our podcast. We have 3 podcast feeds. Including Goats and Dragons, there is also Hufflecoat Presents, where we play shorter campaigns, one shots, and we have the interlocking campaign of GM'd by Galway in the world of Tyr. And we have Dom and Dragons, the 25 episode campaign where we played D&D with actor Dominic Monaghan from Star Wars and X-Men and Lost and all your favorite things. We are affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And as a reminder, anyone who has Amazon Prime can subscribe for free through Prime Gaming. And it's really easy to do that. Please, if you don't support us in that way, try to find another streamer that could certainly use that. It would be amazing. And then we have a couple exclamation point commands in the chat. Galway, would you mind speaking on exclamation point donate?
Yeah. Exclamation point donate takes you to our support for the Trevor Project, benefiting LGBTQ plus youth in America. As always, if you have the time, the energy, the resources, we suggest you check them out. And if you want to go that extra mile, maybe look for a charity in your local area, benefiting the same community. They have a lot more direct outreach work and have a harder time raising funds.
Absolutely true. We also have exclamation point merch in the chat, and that is a command to get you a link to our merch page. And we love the support. You also get a little something for supporting us in that way. And then exclamation point KO-FI in the chat, coffee, gets you a link to our coffee page where you can help support us. And that goes to paying for, maintaining streams and overlays and buying assets for some of this stuff so that we're make sure we're paying artists for podcast stuff. That all just goes to help that out, and we super appreciate it, and it allows us to keep making amazing stories with our friends and with you, our friends in the audience. We also have exclamation point Discord in the chat, which means if you are able to or have the inclination to join us in Discord, that's kind of our community hub. You're more than welcome to come. You know what? Especially during times such as these, when a nice, cool, caring, queer-friendly community sounds really good to you. Yeah, it sounds good to us too. Just pop on over and hang out with us, play some games, hang out, watch movies, talk about stuff. Yeah, it's a cool ass community. It's a foxy ass community. Yeah, and I think that kind of wraps up our things this evening, friends. So I think without further ado, maybe we do a quick recap of what happened last time on Fates of Ryn. So last time on Fates of Ryn, the family found themselves in a bit of a pickle. A pickle. Rot trolls seem to be swarming from both ends of this bridge. Very little way out other than to seemingly fight your way through. It seemed a little bleak for the family. And yet, a way out was offered by a strange individual who seemed to be a vampire of sorts named Benediah. And Benediah and his vampire spawn helped escort those of you that could not fly off the bridge into the darkness, into the unknown, surprising even your dungeon master. While flying over the dark, dark chasm below, Charity started to notice a line of what looked to be lava way deep down below. But as it sort of slowly undulated, kind of back and forth, you realized maybe it's not lava. Maybe it is actually something moving and living. Quickly, the individuals of the family put it together. This is probably a marching line of the fire army. Fire elementals infiltrating somewhere deep, deep below Federo. All of this, of course, was happening at the same time that in Cliffmill, the caravan meant to arrive from Diefield, the caravan of Theodric Dale, of the matriarch of the Kemp family, of Arian, all were making their way to Cliffmill. That seemed to be attacked just outside the town limits by what exactly it is unknown. but certainly Burbage would have a few guesses. Upon arriving at the destination that the vampires had safely spirited you away to, you found yourself back in dark, long hallways of this ancient dwarven city. And it seems like the tombs, royal tombs of the kings of old, is exactly where this motley crew of vampires has set up. You also realize that this crew has been helping escort people out of Federo, or at least gathering a bit of a force so that they can now make their way through the tunnels. That small community that is developing here, waiting to be rescued, waiting for something to sort of break so that they feel safe enough with enough people that they can make their way out of Federo. This group is led by one of the other high priests of Ryn, priestess Werf. She seemed to have a relationship or at least knowledge of Ponway, and was able to even sort of spot Ponway, though he was trying to conceal himself as best he could. It seems like she's fairly powerful. And in this room that you met, Werf, that Benediah led you in, two large oak doors open into this kind of circular room where you had seen her. There are statues carved into the walls of this place, dwarven statues depicting old kings, old people of power in this society. Large, overwrought, incredibly large, too large for a dwarf especially, weapons and shields are sort of laid on altars in front of these individuals. The doors to this area close behind you, and two of you, Hikari and Ire, now sit outside on the steps in front of this area. So, Hikari, Ire, as the two of you have just a moment of respite from sort of the group and just a bit of time to like take a breath off after the battle with the rot trolls and the uneasiness of this place of vampires and townsfolk sort of milling around together, children running around. Like, it took you a while to start to feel like this place was okay, was safe. And you take a breath, and as Hikari's memory issues continue, and she's been imagining that perhaps her and Ire are still together? Were they ever exactly together? What's happening? It's confusing. But Hikari, Ire, you're sitting on the front the steps. The rest of them are doing some business in there. What would the two of you be doing in this moment?
Oh man, that was a lot. Now we have a moment to catch our breath. You want to make out?
Yeah, but first, hey, I've got something special just for us. And then I'll like pull out maybe the same exact potion bottle that I've been taking swigs from this entire time. Here. Try some of this first. And
I
then
take a
I'll
long swig.
and while you're doing that, I think I'll just be like, "Hey, love, what if we just left? Like just the two of us. You know, we don't need any of these people. The vibes of this place are they're not the most welcoming, and you know, the people too. I don't know. I bet just the two of us, we could leave, and we could save a lot of people. And what do you think? What do you say?
That is so tempting. But I can't leave my friends in there. I just can't. I'm sorry. I know it's heartbreaking for you, but I just can't do it.
I mean, it's heartbreaking for us. We could just do it.
But I can't, Ire. I have to save them. We have to be there for them.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from. You know, just maybe take a look at things from my perspective, and you'd understand like the urgency. It's like I've been in a prison for months. I haven't gotten to see you in months. And you know, I've been tortured. Things have happened to me, and I haven't seen the light of day. And here we are descending further into darkness. Like, don't you want this for us to go? And then I'll take a swig and start drinking myself.
I mean, I definitely want to go. God damn it. I'm trying to think of what would Hikari do versus Darcy. And it's not good what Hikari wants to do.
Hikari, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Let's let some dice decide some of this.
Oof.
17. With a 17, Hikari, you're starting to remember a bit of your friends again, very specifically. You remember like running down a hill with Burbage on your shoulders. You remember joking around and drinking with Clem, making fun of some like dwarf in the corner that's been trying to hit on people. You remember being there holding Charity in your arms as he was lifeless. You remember Stormbringer's sleepless nights, watching over you, making sure that you were okay. And then you remember you haven't been in love with Ire for years. And that hits you kind of quickly.
So, all of a sudden I reach over and smack Ire across the face.
I should have seen that coming.
How dare you come back and try to make me fall in love with you? Are you crazy? Some kind of psychopath? I'm definitely not leaving my friends in there, and your brother's in there. How can you leave your brother?
I could ask him the same question.
True, true.
I haven't seen him in years, and I'm just supposed to believe all of this. You know, this isn't this is it's just the peak of absurdity that I've been imprisoned for so long, and then all of a sudden, you know, my brother is now going by another name, is now partnered with all of you, I'm sure, lovely people, but there is no structure, there's no hierarchy. It's anything goes, and this is so it's just so dramatically chaotic. And I mean, it's, and then he's just gonna start, you know, downing even more of the potion bottle. I think he's just frustrated at this point.
Well, I do worship the god of chaos, so that would make sense.
Yeah. That much I should have expected. But why are you sticking it out with these people? You know what happened before. You know that he killed you, and yet your friends. I all of this is just, I can't make sense of any of it.
Yes, he killed me, but he was forced to. And plus, I've lived like 3,000 years, so it wasn't very much skin off my nose to get killed again.
Shit, give me another wisdom saving throw. Just you.
Damn. Another 17.
I'm going to turn around and tell you something secret. Okay, sorry. As you two are having kind of a real moment that, oddly enough, you don't know if the rest of the group would really understand each other like each other. And that's oddly comforting. And not in a romantic way anymore, but as you begin to hold hands and maybe sit there a moment in silence, you hear a some kind of guttural burbling, something tearing into the fabric of existence in front of you, and you see first fingers stretching out into reality and then pulling apart the world. A hole of deep blackness that immediately hits you with a smell of just acrid meat and rotting horrible things. If like if like the color of blackness could somehow smell, it would exactly smell like this, because this is an unnatural darkness, an unnatural blackness that he's pulling apart. You hear screams from somewhere deep, deep within this space, and the two of you are shocked for a moment as Ira, your father, steps through this portal into the world.
Do I recognize him?
I think at this point you do now,
Okay.
because you remembered why you came there that night when Charity ended up killing you. He steps through, and the two of you are stunned into a deeper silence than even before, where it was a nice, quiet moment. It is now like your voice is getting caught somewhere deep in your chest. And he strides a few steps forward, flicks his hand, and the doors behind you crash and bust inside. He walks right past the two of you. I are not making eye contact, not even acknowledging your existence. And then steps up until he can see Charity in this room. And at this, of course, Sakari, you pulled your blade. And at the sound of that, he wheels around. Blast of this blackened energy shoots you into a nearby wall.
Swords and knives don't say swing. So how did he hear that? It's like when they have explosions in space that are really loud.
This one said swing. I don't know what to tell you.
Whatever.
Did it say swing like Wayne's World style swing? Like, swing,
Exactly.
swing.
It's a talking sword, right? That happens in D&D. It literally said the word swing.
Oddly enough, that's the only word it ever says. That's
Yeah.
It's a Pokemon whose name is Schwing.
An alternate evolution of Bone Edge.
So he hit me with some sort of bolt.
You are propelled incredibly fast, backward, slamming into the wall behind you. You smack your head. If someone were able to look a little closer at you, they would see a blood splat immediately, and your eyes start to drift out of consciousness, and the impact into the wall is causing rubble to fall around you. The rest of you also see, hanging from invisible chains, floating behind Tom Waite, Halloran, who seemed so formidable just a little bit ago, now dangling helplessly next to you.
I'm going to interpose myself between Charity and his dad with my shield up. Like, I'm not being threatening. I've got my shield up, bully, the good shield, and I'm, being large.
Oh. What's this then? You here to protect my son? From me?
I mean, yeah, obviously, that's why the shield.
He kind of looks past you, and now he's looking at you, Charity. Tell her it's not necessary.
In what world is it not necessary?
I'm not here to kill you.
You weren't for most of my childhood either, but that didn't turn out so great for me!
I understand.
Do you?
We parted on difficult
You
terms.
tried to kill me.
I didn't succeed, did I?
Whoop-de-fucking-do! That's because
Of
I
the two
killed
of
you!
us, which one should be more upset?
Me!
Listen. Don't tell her to block for you, to defend you because you're worried I might attack you. Tell her not to defend you because it won't fucking matter. If I wanted to come at you, this thing wouldn't stop me.
Charity, tell him I speak English and can hear him? Common, sorry. Tell him I speak common and can hear him, and that I don't just fucking take orders. Thank you, Charity.
As he's delivering this sort of diatribe towards Stormbringer, as I said, when Charity's wings came out, it was almost like slivers of reality turned over to be silver flame, and then just they're interposed sort of in the world. As he says that, the panels of flame are going to turn again, producing another set of wings. I would say go to hell, but that's too good for you. Also, pretty sure that's where you came from.
I can vouch for that. Hi, Burbage Kemp. We've met before, actually. This is a lovely
I remember.
family reunion. But also,
No.
yeah, you're kind. I was being sarcastic. Charity, I hate to say it, your dad's like really weird. Like, I went over to his place once, and he was like making these weird jokes about all the people I'd killed, and like really corny dad jokes. Yeah, dude, big purple dream daddy, you're strange, and you're totally harshing my brother's vibe. We're a family. We're the family.
While this is happening, can I just cast Detect Thoughts with the amulet on him?
Sure.
He's probably way too fucking good for the amulet's DC, but I figured it can't hurt to try. And then I want him to respond to Burbage's thing. I just wanted to do it while it was happening.
Also, I'll put up the map for people in just a second, but I assume the sort of just black outline token in the front is Black Palm, and
Yes.
then Calorin is the one behind him.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Correct.
Just want to make
Thank
sure.
you. Yep.
And also, in the midst of everything going on, Ire would be heading back to Hikari and using his hands in combination with mold earth to excavate Hikari from the rubble.
That's not going to be too difficult then. You do pass by this now open portal that has sort of grown two horns out of the ground, and in between the curve of these horns, this blackness now sits. And amidst the screams and the smells of this horrid place, you hear the rattling of chains that are getting louder from somewhere deep within that darkness. But if you, mold earth, you would be able to start to free Hikari from this. Hikari, then your eyes start to kind of blink open again as you now kind of slump forward, Ire catching you for a moment.
I'm guessing no second thoughts on that whole getting out of here. We've still got time offer.
Now that your dad's here, of course I'm not going to. I'm going to kill him.
I had a suspicion that you'd say that.
Ponway has actually kind of been standing very still. Clem and Burbage, I think you notice mostly Ponway, is you just see his eyes are like kind of far off and distant for a moment, like he's concentrating or or figuring something out or something like that. He's barely paying attention, is what it seems. And then you hear Werf, the high priestess, Very bold of you to come into my sanctuary for my people, going against two of the most powerful, though not always in our right minds, individuals in the entire city. This is strange. And he just looks at her for a moment, regards her sort of up and down. Ire and Charity, your father is many things. Horrible. Ruthless. You have never known him to be uncalculating. If he shows up in this place, that's because he's not necessarily worried about the maybe perceived outcome. And there's just kind of a silence between all of you for a moment as he's just looking. Well, fuck this. Sorry, were you going to say something, little one? Let's
No.
get your 2 cents in as well.
Rachel is saying, did my detect thoughts proc anything?
So, yeah, so
Sorry.
oddly enough, no, you're perfect. Oddly enough, as this is all going on, he willingly fails this entirely. He lets you in. There is what you would almost expect of like a swirling madness of like a beast. That is not what you encounter. There's nothing feral about this man that you've heard so much about from Charity already. There is cold calculation, and more than words, you get an image in your mind. It's the thing that he's thinking about most. And as you see the image, and he's staring at you, knowing exactly what you're seeing, he actually performs this image. And he removes the sword from its scabbard at his side, kind of lifts it up, and tosses it. And clang, 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 clang. Come, son. You're now my sword. Leave these things, peasants, bugs. Come with me.
Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, you're really bad at reading the room.
Cute. What you want, what you need to happen, these cannot give you. I can.
What is it you think I need to have happen?
You need what I trained you to need, what I made you to need. You need power. You need to have the ability to kill the interloper who wants to come in and take everything.
And why do you want to kill her?
She offered me something great. Something I couldn't have by my own will, my own power.
Is that when you were going to kill me?
You were part of the deal.
Oh, me.
And then he looks to you, Ire, and he looks behind his shoulder, not actually making eye contact, but like looking in that direction, and sort of speaks up. Have you ever known me to do anything to make sure someone else has power? Have you? Of course not. When she offered to turn you into her weapon, I knew that my son could be mine, to be the most powerful thing that I would wield. I was never going to give her what she wanted. I was only going to use her to get what I wanted.
And what was that?
It saddens me after all this time that you still need to ask. I need to rule. I need to be loved and respected beyond all shadows of doubt. And you know this is true because don't you need it too? Isn't that why you surrounded yourself with them?
Let me just get something clear here. You tortured me as a child, tortured my brother, forced me to make the decision as a child to separate myself from him just so you wouldn't kill him, offered me to a god, and now have come back from... Why is the portal screaming? Wherever you came back from, because you have attachment issues? Oh my god. Congratulations, Tom. You managed to awake a new feeling in me. I have feared you. I have loathed you. I have hated you. Now I just think you're ludicrous.
The blacksmith's blade doesn't complain this much when you put it in the fire.
For the
To
last
hone it.
time,
To make
to
it
you,
useful.
I am no one's weapon. I am my family's charity. I am the light and the flame. And now, I'm going to redo what I did last time. So allow me to say to you, for universe willing, the last time ever, fuck you, Black Tom. Time to die. And at this, a third pair of wings is going to explode out as Charity just starts lifting slightly up.
Let's roll initiative, friends.
I'm also going to rage on as soon as Charity says that, because I feel like that's like a pretty clear signal that this is fucking go time, bitches.
Let's do it.
I should also have Clue somewhere in here.
Yes, let me throw a giant horse in here too.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't be awkward with the size of the room. Right?
Remember to click your tokens before you roll initiative.
Indeed, friends.
Oh my god, I critically failed initiative.
I was very confused because I hadn't realized I'd scrolled up some. So instead of looking at initiative, I was looking at the hit dice rolls, and I'm like, 2?
So in a sheer twist of irony, I critically failed and Hikari critically succeeded.
That never happens to me when we roll initiative.
Wait, is Hikari awake yet?
Waking.
Okay. Good. I don't want that to
I
go to
just
waste.
spilled salad on my keyboard, so you have to give me.
Oh, shit, Rachel.
Go for it.
Erica very nicely made me a salad, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta roll initiative," and it just fell out of my hand and just.
So what did the
Ah.
salad roll?
Yeah, nat 20, oddly enough. Okay, I could still
Surprise
use my
round.
mouse though. Jesus Christ.
Surprise salad round.
I don't see. Let me scroll over to where I need to be. Click my token. I can do this. I'm still covered in salad. It's fine. Hooray!
Rachel, we got a short rest if you needed it at all.
Oh, you
could probably
did?
roll the hit dice now. Yeah.
Our trick here
I
was
don't. I am full hit dice.
Cool.
What was there? Is there anything else
Solid.
you get back on short rests, etc.?
I don't think so, but I'll
Okay.
click it anyway, just in case. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna be able to use that keyboard anymore?
How liquidy was your
I was like,
salad?
How wet
No,
was the salad?
I just put my microphone in my mouth while trying to eat it. I am a fucking mess. It's fine.
I did love the fact that the sentence as it stood made it sound like I put my microphone in my mouth while I was trying to eat my microphone. It's like, well, good.
Those are the steps. It just has like, salads are wet. They have dressing on them.
How much though? Like salad soup?
No, but like it got on the keyboard and then it got oily. And I think Eric is cleaning it now. So anyway, sorry. Continue, Andy. I'm a mess. It's fine. Good salad though.
Actually, then quickly going first would be Hakari with a crit hit. Hakari, you kind of pull yourself up next to Ire. You survey the scene for a second. You see the dark portal in front of you. You hear also the screams and the chains from this area. But now you also see your friends up the stairs, kind of beginning in this room. You see floating Calorin chained up. What would you like to do? You also hear the whimpers of folk behind you, vampires and townsfolk sort of hiding from what's going on here.
So I can't get past the portal, obviously, right?
You could squeeze past it. Yeah.
Oh, it could?
Mhm.
And where's Black Tom?
Up here.
There.
One whose token kind of looks like a Lego minifig.
Who's that behind Black Tom?
Calorin.
Calorin.
Oh, right, because Hakari got. Okay, I'm good.
Is Calorin on Black Tom's side?
Calorin is chained up, floating in the air, and looks half
Fair,
dead.
yes. Yeah,
And-
that
and
was
in our
what the
previous-
description was.
And in our previous cut of this, Black Tom confirmed that he had been torturing Calorin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Not exactly sure for
I'm-
what, since it seems like he set this up way before Calorin was
Just
involved.
for funsies, I guess, because he's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and go around the portal and then just get as many steps as I can up towards.
Okay.
Who is that? The glowy thing?
This one is Calorin.
Calorin. Okay.
He's chained up, hanging from sort of invisible chains. Looks unconscious by the time you get here. But that's as far as you can move with just your movement.
Okay.
Any action or anything? Or
I guess, yeah, probably could do an action. So wait, we want Calorin alive or we don't I get confused who Calorin is.
We currently want Calorin alive because he
Okay.
kind of made up with Charity. We want Black Tom dead as shit.
Okay. And do we know anything about Black Tom's fighting style, like what he's immune to?
We don't know
Nope.
anything
He
yet.
should be
Know
dead.
anything.
Yeah, we don't even really know what he is because
Okay.
yeah, he should be dead.
And didn't look like this when Burbage saw him in hell.
correct.
Okay, hold on one second.
Also, just a reminder that it's still the same day that I cast Death Ward on Burbage. I'm pretty sure, right? No, we
Oh,
slept.
No, it's not. We slept.
We slept in the prison. I was like, it's been this day for a long time, right? But no, we just.
But we have. People don't actually.
Sorry,
have
I'm
to
just
roll
thinking.
minutes.
Burbage will be next after this.
If I did fireball, would it hit my friends?
Sort of depends on where you put it. If you put it like right next to you, it would only hit him, Charity, or Kellerin, and you.
Okay, so I can't do that without.
We're blessed down here.
Oh, okay.
Does Kellerin look like, I know he's hung up and strung up, but is he like brink of death, or like how does he look?
Brink of death, yeah. He's cuts, bleeding all over, not wearing a shirt.
We were blessed from Hakari's
Divine intervention.
Is that still
Previous
thing, or is
day.
that gone?
That was
Previous
gone.
day. Okay.
You said
we
we were
s-
blessed, but you said we were blessed while we were down here. That's what you said. Not that it was for a day. You said while we're down here, we're blessed.
No, it was for 24 hours. Yeah.
That's not what you said, Andy. I'm gonna fucking find that, and if I can pull your direct fucking voice clip, you have to give us bless. I'm looking now.
I may have also said while you're down here.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith to do my AC up to 19.
Okay. I believe that's a bonus action.
Yep, so you can still do a cantrip.
Still,
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find something to hit him with, but
Sacred Flame?
yeah, Sacred Flame, you got a cantrip, your Chaos Bolt. Whatever you'd like.
no, that's chaotic fortitude. Not chaos bolt. And a cantrip.
Oh, is that a spell? So Sacred Flame, Vicious Mockery.
Let's do Sacred Flame.
I don't know if I've ever heard Akari do Vicious Mockery in this campaign. All right. It is a dexterity save. He rolled an 11. 8 damage. It appears like Sacred Flame hurt him.
Radiant damage.
This small pillar of flame slices down onto Tom. He looks around, kind of looks back to you. Oh, again. Funny. Burbage.
So first of all, just for us all to remember, with Burbage's thief's reflexes, he gets to take another turn at his initiative minus 10. So
Yeah,
after
14 then.
Nightmare, before you, I think.
Okay.
So yeah. Burbage had an unpleasant interaction with this guy, and you said he looks different now than he did when in.
He looks like a person now. Before he looked like kind of a four-armed, monstrous demon devil thing.
But like, I can still I recognized him, right?
He even
You certainly-
specified that, yep, I remember you.
Yeah. And his voice, very similar. You'll never quite forget that voice.
So I mean, that was unpleasant. listening to him say everything that he said to Charity, kind of shitty. Like, I feel like it reminds Burbage of like Eldondale, both when he was alive and like since being like haunted by his may or may not have been, but I don't think was his spectral presence. Anyway, so Burbage hates this guy and hates that he's like trying to make Charity a tool and a weapon, because Charity and Burbage have talked about how they both resent being turned into objects of other people's like fucking bullshit. I would like to use a bonus action to a combination of movement and a bonus action to hide, kind of in the midst of all this, like his monologuing, and kind of before that when Burbage was kind of like taunting him by calling him like a corny dad with corny dad jokes, and then maybe kind of in combination with Hikari kind of attacking him. Burbage would like to have made it into melee range of him, hidden.
Give me a stealth roll.
While Adam's doing that, Hikari's Sacred Flame is entered wrong. It should be 4d8.
Oh my god, yes.
It's not using cantrip scaling.
Yeah.
3
roll
more d8.
3 more d8, please, Hikari.
Jesus Christ. Burbage Kemp stealthing.
Expert stealth, yeah.
Stormbringer, you feel just a
supreme...
tiny tug on like the pack, and it's the exact weight that you've carried in your pack many times, and it's Burbage. Just you then posture just a little bit more, kind of put your shield down just a little bit lower, and at this Burbage, you slide between Stormbringer's legs, right behind the shield. You are right next to him.
All right. Actually, with Supreme Sneak, I had advantage, so it was a 34, not a 32. In case that makes a difference.
I think the first thing you rolled was a 1, though. but
that's
fine.
halfling luck.
That was
you're right. It was an advantage. It was halfling luck on the second one. So great. Yeah, 34 even works better.
Cool.
You are right next to him. He does not seem to notice you.
So I would like to just... is he wearing armor?
Not that you can tell. No.
I'm just gonna fucking sink Bright Fang into him.
Okay.
Where should I stab him? Where should I try to... Just like in his gut, I guess.
All right.
And so does that give me advantage?
Yes. Your
All right.
hidden does.
Let's do it.
24 is going to hit.
Cool. For 8 piercing and 8 cold.
Yeah.
Sneak.
What is one of my piercing dice? Can somebody tell from the...
2 is what you rolled, I think?
You have a...
No. What?
Because
Piercing isn't any D4s.
Yeah,
it's a
piercing
D6.
is a 2. A D6.
it's just 1, 2... Like, so I can re-roll that with my piercer.
Okay.
You also have sneak attack on this,
Yeah, please don't forget.
which will do
Yeah,
all
like-
piercing damage. Is it per attack? Or...
But can I re-roll that damage die? Oh wait, so I could re-roll a damage die from sneak attack too.
Also,
Okay, all right. Okay, then I will sneak attack first.
maybe you'll roll a 1 or something.
Yeah, that was...
Gotcha.
Oh,
God damn it. That's so many dice, you fucking rogue. You
and
can
you do
re-roll
have
a 1.
several ones there.
Yeah.
And it's a D6
6.
4
Six.
D6? D6.
D6.
So it's 31, but we're replacing one of the ones. 34.
4.
Uh,
Damn.
42 piercing, 8 cold.
Amazing. All right. You stab straight up into him. He looks shocked for a moment. And he looks down at this tiny figure that Charity, you and both Ire, he has overlooked people. He's judged people quickly based on power levels. And he has overlooked people so many times in his life in front of you. This
Can I
is the
say
first time
something?
that it's happened with this level of consequences.
And
Yes.
Burbage say something. He says, "Not bad for a bug, eh?" He called us fucking bugs.
He even like kind of laughs at that. A little bit of blood starts to trickle out his mouth. Oh, not bad for a bug. Remember that when I squish you.
And I think that's my turn. I don't want to. I mean, I don't. I could try to move away, but I can't disengage, and I don't necessarily want to provoke an opportunity attack.
Stormbreaker.
So I think I'm good.
And then
Right,
Hikari's
Andy.
on deck again.
Litigate this with me.
What do you got?
I found the time. I found the video. You can pull it up if you want. Exactly where you said it. There's nothing in there about 24 hours. You said, and I quote exactly, all of you get, while you're down here, the permanent effect of bless on each of you.
Sure. Let's do it. Everyone's blessed.
Including me.
Thank you.
No.
No, you weren't with us.
Yeah, I know. I had to throw it in there.
Gotta throw it in. I love it.
You gotta try. You gotta try. I love that Lena is so intense that she watched the fucking video to find the exact moment. Like, oh, there's a stream going on? No, I'm watching this video of a past stream to see exactly what was said.
I was also listening. Burbage did a cool sneaky thing behind my shield and then stabbed him in the balls, and it was great.
Not
Okay,
really in the balls. It was just in the gut.
He's tall and you're short. Before I do my shit, did it seem like both damage types were kind of equally effective against
Yeah.
what's his fuck? Okay.
Stabbing Brightfang into him and then pulling it out, you see some quickly hardened crystals of blood. They kind of fall to the ground. So looks like both ice or cold and piercing, at least.
I was like, why is his blood crystallizing? But now I get it.
Flash freeze.
Also, thank you for not fighting with me and just derailing this whole thing and arguing. Thank you. I'm sorry that I'm intense. Okay.
And legit, if that's what I said, yeah, let's do it. I just forgot.
I'm gonna move forward. I have rage up. I have my shield up. I don't like the bird just next to him, but it's fine. And swing with my durable battle axe. Oh, fucking crit!
Nice.
Yeah, get fucked, bitch. I added stuff in there, so that should have my brutal critical automatically applied.
Okay.
But I do have slasher, so when I score a critical hit that deals slashing damage, which the X does, I grievously wound it. So until the start of my next turn, he has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Wow.
And then that's 30 damage plus does rage damage double? I can't remember.
Only dice double.
Okay, so it's 34 total damage. And I think that's all I have that procs on crits, because that should have brutal critical in there already.
I love it.
Cool. Does he look like really fucked up?
Stormbringer, paint me a picture of how you just killed Tomwait.
I don't
What?
trust this, Andy.
Paint me a picture. It's a good job. Well done.
She's gonna look enraged and swing and cut his head off, and then look confused and concerned, and is not relaxing.
You swing powerfully. The blood that has come out of his mouth, the gaping wound in his stomach, and he looks kind of over at you, Charity. Head thuds to the floor. Sits kind of at your feet, Charity, and begins to burn and turn to ash. And the ashes begin to drift. The rest of his body slumps onto its knees, burns, becomes ash. The ash blows further down the hall, gets sucked into that portal. Hakari, your turn.
Well, I think
Uh-huh.
Stormbringer killed him.
Stormbringer
So-
also looks really concerned and confused, and like she doesn't think she can.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I guess I'm gonna go over and try to help Calorin down.
Okay. How would you like to try to help this? He's just hanging there by invisible chains. Do you want to like yank and pull? Yeah, like yank and pull him down. Do you want to try to like match your divine energies with whatever magic is holding him? Do you want to like do an Arcana or an investigation check? What would you like to do?
Let's do the second one.
Try to get your divine energy. So give me a wisdom roll.
You're blessed if you need to add a. Wait,
D4.
what is blessed?
Yeah.
Never mind, ignore me.
Your saving throws and attack. Wisdom seems fine. Because yeah, we can put stuff. But a 13, not amazing. You are able to just kind of match a little bit of the energy, but it's not divine. Hakar much darker. This is infernal. This is something that your god's light should not touch. You're able to just weaken a little bit of this, and it wasn't that perfectly just knocked out. It was that it was keeping him there. But enough for him to kind of open his eyes, and he starts to kind of breathlessly mouth, and when close enough to hear them, he won't die. Would you like to move, Hakari?
I'm a little shocked. I'm gonna yell out to everyone, he's not dead. Calorin just said he can't die.
At the end of your turn, stepping through the portal once more, he cricks his neck. Not fun. Let's keep going, though.
We need to find out how to close that portal.
Clothing is torn. He's no longer bleeding from the hole that in him, but the clothing is torn. And some sort of, his skin is gray and almost looks black stone is kind of growing. The same with his neck all the way across, a choker that looks like just black. One of his eyes, the whites of his eyes have turned side, and the iris is now. He now kind of begins to walk forward. Doesn't look that. At this, both Ponway and have who've been what you would imagine probably Clem closest to them. You imagine that they've been communicating to each other this entire. It's not been sharing what's going on. But at this, the high priestess let. Well, shit. I think you know that in Ponway. Fuck. And then Burbage, you hear Ponway's voice, as well as Ire. You stall him. Give us as much time as you can. What would Clue like to do?
I think Clue is going to move to essentially as much as possible.
Okay.
And would ready an attack if something came in range, something hostile came in range.
Okay. I love it.
It's Burbage's turn.
It is.
I could
Why
tech
is it?
What?
I'm
because
confused.
It's
of
a
my
thief thing.
Fates reflex.
Oh, cool. Just wanted to know what was
okay.
going on.
I could technically just jump. I could say that and Akari went up to try to free Caloran. Burbage was also kind of never went away, right?
Nope, still there.
I just want to say that Burbage has positioned himself again and taken the bonus. And after he's emerged, it's not fun. Burbage is going to try him again. But do you want me to do stealth again?
Please do stealth, and you are pretty far.
You're standing
You're trying to
by
step
Caloran.
Caloran.
Yeah, he's way down here
He's
now.
Step
He's
by the
down
portal.
there.
Yeah.
But that's where the portal was, right?
Right here. Yep. Portal's down.
So wait, he spawned Caloran in 15, 20 feet away from the portal?
He brought Caloran forward.
Yeah.
Caloran was
Caloran's-
floating behind him as he
Yeah.
walked in.
Okay. I think I
Um,
thought that Caloran and the portal were attached, so the portal was
No.
moving with him.
Okay.
Caloran just
So
came. Caloran, he manifested Caloran later in the original description.
Okay.
I would use my movement to have kind of, because Burbage was investigating the portal where it would have wanted to,
Sure.
and it's 30 feet. So if you will allow me that movement.
There's nowhere to
then-
hide here, though, is the only thing. I'll let you move there.
How
but-
about on the others? How about behind the portal? I don't know.
You don't have enough movement, to get on the other side.
So the hide bonus action isn't just I can just do it whenever. There needs to be a believable way.
You need to be
There needs to be-
obscured.
Yeah, so technically, you as a halfling have a great ability that you can hide behind or in the square of people that are larger than you, and you can move through that square and everything, and it's perfectly fine. There's no one down here yet. Other Ire's on the other side of the portal.
And Hikari's too far forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then fuck the hide action. Burbage will still be there, and he would like to just try to stab him again.
Okay. Please do it.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. $31 to hit.
31 hits.
So for 11 piercing and 9 cold, I don't have sneak attack.
And you rolled a 5 on your piercing die. So
Yeah.
And I don't need to re-roll that.
20 damage.
20 damage.
Okay.
Burbage will say, squishing me, eh? Don't threaten me with a good time. Which is weird. I think Burbage just revealed a weird kink that he's successfully been hiding from all of you the entire campaign.
Fair.
So we can unpack this at the next family meeting if you guys want to. Weird. But now Burbage is fucked because he could use his bonus action to disengage, but he has no movement to get away.
Not untrue.
He
looks down at you. You've sliced into him again. He's immediately starting to bleed. Why do they care so much that you die? I'll never understand them. At this, he'll 5.
There's a
He's
DM round and then one for Black Tom.
correct.
DM is probably Cloudway and what's her fuck.
Well, no,
well.
because that would skip me.
So Tom runs past you, Burbage, and even Hikari would get an opportunity attack here. The two of you, if you'd like to use your reaction in this way.
Yeah, fuck it.
Does
Yeah,
Burbage
I'll
get-
do Sacred Flame again.
Bonus. This would just be a sword attack. Opportunity.
Oh,
attack.
sword attack. Okay, I'll get out my sword and try to attack him.
So Burbage, if you wait
What
till
were you gonna
he's
ask,
here,
Gilman?
I think I know what Goey's gonna ask. If you wait till he's here, essentially, and then opportunity attack him, essentially, at that point, he will be next to Hikari. You'll get sneak attack.
Oh. Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Oof.
Nope.
Do you have advantage? I don't think so. So I think it's 29 for Burbage, and then a crit miss for Hikari.
What
Hikari,
does it say? Hit crit miss for me.
you rolled a 1.
I know, but isn't it usually? Oh, I see it now. It's usually red. Okay, I didn't scroll all the way down.
Burbage, how much damage then? Is 8 plus sneak attack?
8
It's 10
piercing.
plus sneak attack.
Oh yeah.
7 cold, or 7 piercing, 3 cold. Not ignoring the second.
And then I'll roll sneak attack.
34. Jesus. So 10,
And-
44.
How does your piercer thing work?
I get to use it once per turn, and this is a different turn.
Different turn.
So
You have a 1 there.
All right. I'll roll a
So
d6.
33 plus. Jesus! 39 total.
Nice.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right. Wonderful.
Don't ignore me like Eldon did.
As you say that, Hikari swings. Hikari, we'll add a little bit of flavor to this. He disappears right in front of you. Your sword goes right through his space, clangs against the wall. You go off balance because you're on the stairs, and your blade drops just right in front of you. Charity, he appears next to you.
Who's gonna
As
kick
a
him?
reminder, his attacks have disadvantage until the start of my next turn, unless he's not the same person anymore.
Also,
But I think he is.
Stormbringer has her shield out.
Yes, also I have my shield out, so he has disadvantage on attacking me.
Indeed. If he attacks.
But also Clue.
Bring it, bitch.
Clue, please.
I'm calling him a bitch, not you.
You're good.
15.
15 doesn't hit this version. All right.
Wait, is this the same Okay.
Looks like the same dude. Obviously he's not dead anymore. He's not headless. That's weird. But that does hit. I'm sorry, it does not hit.
It's like, wait, what?
Charity, I need you to make a what is it? I think it's a a saving throw of your choice. Let me explain. You have to hit a 30.
And you're blessed.
You are blessed. If anyone needs to give extra stuff, feel free. It's a saving throw of your choice. If this happens again, you won't be able to make the same stat saving throw.
Okay. Question.
Yes,
Is this a spell?
it's an ability.
Dexterity.
Okay.
Suppose I could have just rolled the saving throw.
All right. He reaches out with his hand toward your head.
17. You told me it's a 30, so I failed that roll. Code of evasion. Instead, I succeed.
Wow. On a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
I checked my resources for this fight.
He teleports right next to you. His hand already outstretched. Clue tries desperately to get in the way or just like hit him. But his hand lands on your forehead so quickly. And as he pulls it away, there's a small white gem. It seems to be in the middle of your forehead. And a string of energy that now goes to that into the palm of his hand. And just as it seems like he's trying to pull out your essence through your forehead, you dip down, slide to the side, and like almost magically your coat pulls you in a slightly different direction. And so his hand is totally on the other side. He's not able to maintain any control on that. But that felt weird. Burbage. Behind you, two things crawl out of that portal. They are shadows wrapped in chains, long, heavy chains dragging on the ground, still connected to something inside that portal. And then next to you, these two devils emerge. One of them slices at you with his claws.
No thanks. If you're asking me, like, I'd rather not.
24
It's just
slashing damage as a 30 hits you.
No, thank you, Andy. You're not asking me for permission to do that?
I don't think I was asking on that one. However,
He's
it
good.
did roll a crit miss. Okay. It slashes into you and then goes to bite at you. And you kind of accidentally turn away from it to hold on to now your gaping wound in your chest. And he bites onto the stair itself. And the other one starts to kind of laugh at it as it stares you down.
How much damage did it do to me?
That was 24 slashing.
Okay. And these are two, like, shadow things in chains?
Yeah. Could you make a charisma saving throw for the other one? As it stares you down, its eyes begin to sort of swirl a gray and black, swirling incredibly fast. Fuck. That's a crit hit save.
Gets more embarrassed.
Because Burbage's shadow, even though Burbage is awake, Burbage's shadow comes out.
Fuck, interesting. Yeah, it tries to hold on to the gaze of your eyes, but you something in front of you breaks that gaze. Something dark, your own shadow pops up in front of you to save you from it just draining the life out of you through your eyes. Charity.
So, just because I like to summarize, we have things coming back through the gate, or things coming through the gate that don't look like Black Tom. We have Black Tom coming back through the gate, and he seems a little bit different, maybe, than before.
Yeah.
the things that I'm seeing down there look like fiends, right? Of some kind.
Yes, some sort of devilly, fiendish.
Cool. You know, because it's funny to me. I'll spend 1 sorcery point to subtly cast a spell.
Okay.
Meaning that it has no trace as long as it only has verbal and somatic components.
Sure.
So it's uncounterable.
No.
The spell has verbal components. It is the spell Wish. I wish to cast Forbiddance on fiends.
Interesting.
As a reminder,
yeah.
Forbiddance lasts for a day with no concentration. A magical ward against magical travel that protects up to 40,000 square feet of floor space, and up to a height of 30 feet above that floor. For the duration, creatures cannot teleport into the area or use portals, such as those created by the gate spell, to enter the area. The spell proofs the area against planar travel, and therefore prevents creatures from accessing the area by way of the astral plane, ethereal plane, Feywild, Shadowfell, or plane shift spell. In addition, it damages creatures of the type you choose, fiends. When a chosen creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it takes 5d10 radiant damage.
What is the casting time on Forbiddance?
The casting time is 10 minutes or 1 ritual, but I cast it with Wish. The spell instantly takes effect with no need for casting time or material components.
Oh my god.
Because the spell that I cast technically wasn't Forbiddance. It was Wish emulating the effect of Forbiddance.
Yeah.
Did Galway just end the fight?
Interesting.
Ah!
Very interesting.
So I feel like
Okay.
Charity doesn't like step back, like not fully back,
Yeah.
but just sort of gathers himself and is going to look back up at Tom, having done this entirely silently. And his eyes at this point are just like sort of releasing little tendrils of silver flame. Stay a while. Let's chat.
Upon that taking effect, Burbage, you immediately begin to see the creatures in front of you start to... and they begin to sort of writhe. Their shadowy forms are somehow catching fire in places. They're going to do their best to run as soon as they can. Until then, how much damage was it if they stay?
5d10 radiant.
Let's go ahead and roll that.
$13 radiant damage.
Wonderful. Yeah. At this, he's gonna... that is not going to work out the best for you. You see him start to cast a spell. Would you like to counter? His eyes kind of blink, and as they open again, his pupils are white. You finish them. They're in the tomb. I can't be here long. Ire, it's your turn.
Do I I'd like to, kind of take a moment and examine this portal that I assume is still
Yeah.
there. Does it
Yeah.
appear that entities are still raring to come out of it?
So there's a couple things you could do. You could give me like an Arcana or religion check to sort of see the nature of this thing and how it works. You could also stick your head in and look around.
Well, when I walked past before, you said it sounded like things were coming up, and I just wasn't
You
sure
heard-
if that was still the case.
You heard the chains. Give me a perception check then.
Okay. It's an 11.
11 perception. It's hard to tell the difference between the chains that are currently rattling and still like being dragged from the portal, and if there are more chains within that are coming. It's hard to tell.
And these, does it still look like a giant, like, fiery crack in reality kind of deal? Or like, what is the overall appearance of this portal?
So it looks like two massive curved horns have like sprouted from the ground itself, covered in these orange glowing runes. And then between the horns in the sort of circular area is just the black portal. Yeah.
I think, I'm gonna kind of rinse and repeat the spell that I've been casting for a little bit, and I just want to see if I am able to use Mold Earth to put a nice little plug in this portal.
Let's try it.
I don't know what I would have to roll because the effects of Mold Earth just happen.
Just happen. It's just a spell slot, I think, right?
No, it's a cantrip.
Roll the cantrip to see how much stuff can be moved around.
So just a D20, or sorry,
No,
just
click the cantrip.
click on
Oh,
the cantrip.
click. Oh, so it's like a 5.
So we can read it.
Yeah, boom.
Uh,
It's 5 square or a 5-foot cube of
okay.
Earth.
So
If
you're
that
not
is
going to be able
enough.
to. Yeah, you're not quite able to cover it. But you could start to maybe after 2 rounds, 3 rounds, maybe at the most. You could probably cover this in dirt, bit of stone, perhaps.
I don't think he has any I don't have any better ideas. So I think that's just what I'm doing.
Okay. So you begin to cast these spells. You're beginning to try to just block this with the earth and stone around you. Excellent. Clem.
Thought I was muted and then just choked on my own spit. It's fine.
Such a Clem thing.
Yeah. It's fine. Rachel's doing real fucking great today.
Did you get
Okay.
like 3 hours of sleep or something?
No, I actually slept okay. Both my kids slept for 12 and a half hours, so I didn't sleep for 12 and a half hours. That'd be lovely. Anyway, so things have changed now because I don't know exactly what's gonna fucking happen. I'm next to Charity, right? Clue is on top of us, but
Yeah.
Charity is next to me, catty corner.
Yep.
Okay, after seeing what happened with him with the whole forehead other things, I'm just going to cast the resistance cantrip on him. so it's concentration, and it's basically he can add a D4 to a save of his choice, a saving throw of his choice. So Charity has resistance on him now. And then nobody needs healing, right? Because everybody's short rested. Like nobody's super fucky. Or Burbage got some damage.
Yeah, Hikari's
But-
gotten some damage. Burbage a
But
little
they
bit.
both look
That's
pretty okay.
Sure.
And sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I was going to cast that haste thing that I get once a day, but now I don't want to do that because I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't want to fuck around. So it'd be cool if it were easier to see what's a bonus action here. Am I just missing a thing or no? You just have to know.
Where
In
does
terms of
here?
spells. Sorry, on the
Yeah, you're
spells.
good.
Sorry. Yeah, I think
is
the
there a
only
little-
bonus action I probably have is healing word. No, it's all just like the components or concentration
yeah.
are the things that I see. And yeah, so I guess I could bonus action first level healing word to who looks worse, Hikari or Burbage?
Actually, Hikari probably looks a little worse, but not by much. And it's hard,
Okay.
like, they don't
I'll
look.
do Hikari
bad.
because she's also right in my line of sight.
Okay.
So I will do that. And
We did also see her
quick
get
level.
thrown into a wall.
Which,
Yeah.
that is true. Enjoy my not rolling. God damn you, fucking roll 20. I swear to God. Okay, I will roll it myself. 1d4 plus my shit. Sorry. I thought I could click it and it would roll it, but I forgot that it hates me. 4 plus 5. You get 9 health back, Hikari.
Thank you.
Woo! And that's it.
Okay.
Since I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, so.
The priestess behind you says into your mind, you don't happen to have any magical item you could spare? Just something, a potion, a ring, something.
To who?
The woman behind you says that to you, Clementine?
To me?
Yeah.
Magical item. Oh boy. I open up my large, bag of lots of things. Louise, I have a lot of stuff. Would giant centipede pinchers be useful?
Are those
those
magical?
magic?
I don't think so.
Are you just gonna this is a real important question. Does it need to be like really high level, or does it matter? Or are you going to destroy the thing?
Yes.
So you're going to destroy it and it doesn't matter if it's high level?
Doesn't matter. No.
Okay. So you could take this +2 scimitar that I apparently have.
You hand that over to her, and she immediately throws her hands kind of around it.
No, my scimitar! I got that from my grandmother!
A brilliant white light shoots up all the way around it. This Tom notices. He wheels around some of the clothing on him, and his skin underneath is burning from this forbiddance, and he locks eyes with her. At the end of then what's going to be Benediah's turn, who tried to sink his teeth into this individual and did so, doing about 16 damage.
Nom.
There is another one of those blasts that laid out Hikari for a second, aimed straight at her. He does not like what she's doing, and Ponway was expecting this, holding his turn.
Hey! I have my shield out. Is this an attack?
This would be an attack.
Blast me. Also, he has disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of my next turn if he's the same person that he was before. It doesn't say that part in there, but that feels important.
Then I have to roll for this.
With disadvantage, right?
Sure. Does a 26 hit you?
With disadvantage? Yes. Confirm audibly for me that this was with disadvantage.
Make a strength saving throw real quick.
Why won't you do that? I have bless.
Indeed.
You also have advantage.
Oh,
you're
right,
raging.
I'm raging. Oh my god. It's pretty shit still. 16?
You get shot into the wall across from you, slamming into it so hard there's an impact crater on the wall. The ceiling above begins to shake and rattle. Pieces sort of fall down.
Oh, what? Conway will save Lydia
That
worse,
is-
but not me?
57. I'm sorry. So that would be 40 fire damage and 17 bludgeoning damage from the wall and the rubble.
I have resistance to both of those.
20 and 8.
I round down. 28? Thank you.
40 damage goes to 20. 17 damage goes to 8.
Thank you. And this was with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the same person.
Indeed.
And Conway likes me much less than Lydia Worth because he was going to do something to save her.
Okay. Ponway then, steps up, holding his turn for when Tomway was going to cast a spell. Seems like now he's going to interpose. Okay. Let me find it real quick. Clue gets turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Fuck
Wait,
yeah!
That Clue lights on the ground again. It sort of doubles over, almost in pain. And Charity, you're freaking out for a second until you realize he's morphing and changing. His sort of front hooves kind of curl up into his body. His head elongates even further, and giant teeth begin to protrude as he grows in size. And then a T-Rex roars and and on his turn will attempt to
He's a
chomp
good boy.
on Tom Waite. Conway says, "Yeah, keep him busy." And Burbage, your turn.
Really?
Indeed.
What's going on with these shadow guys? They're writhing in pain.
Yes.
They were trying to run away.
And they're going to, they look like they're about to flee.
Huh. I mean, I guess I'll attack them.
All right.
I'll hit. Which one was laughing?
Well, they both laughed at each other's misses, essentially.
Oh, they were laughing at each other?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Burbage will stab the one in front of him.
Okay.
With Bright Fang. 14.
Oof. Does 14 hit? Oh no.
You also have bless.
No. Oh yeah, but bless. Throw a bless on there. Give me a d4.
Wait, what? I add that. I add a D4
Yes,
to my attack roll.
you're blessed. Yep. 16. 16 is not quite enough. Bright Fang slashes through the air, but this time seems to just hit nothingness, darkness, not any actual part of the shadow creature.
And I try to hit the other one with my offhand short sword.
Okay. 27 hits.
For 4 piercing.
Right. The rest of you see Burbage alone at the end of the hole, dodging and weaving, and with both hands slashing at the two of these, taking these on 2 at a time. Devils of hell. It's quite a sight. Stormbringer. You're big enough, you can kind of shrug off some of the rubble here if you wanted to get up.
Cool, yeah, fuck yeah. Can I kind of squeeze past T-Rex Clue?
Sure, yeah.
I guess, can I stand here? It's like half a square?
Yeah, let's say yes.
Okay. Cool. And I don't know, like, I don't have any reason to not keep attacking him, and he just blasted me into a wall. So, swinging with my battle axe.
Okay.
I feel that a 14 probably doesn't hit.
Doesn't
Blessed.
hit. But blessed. A blessed won't hit.
Jesus Christ, I'm the one who
You don't have
looked
to
that
worry
up.
about it.
Okay, thank you. Second attack. Is a 19 hit, or should I roll the
19
blast?
does hit. Yeah.
Okay. So his thing is exactly 19.
Sure.
Well, it has to be.
Hey, I'm not saying it. If you guys figure it out, great.
Okay. So that's 14 magical slashing damage. He needs to make a DC. Why do I forget my DC? We just played this last week. I want to say 18. Yeah, DC 18 strength save and dex save.
Okay. Strength is he rolled a 20. Dex he rolled 8. Not incredibly fast.
So he will also take 3
Sam, we're getting a weird noise
lightning
through your mic.
damage.
Sorry.
Take 3 lightning damage.
3 lightning damage.
I rolled 1s on all 3 dice. And yeah, that's it for my turn. I still have my shield out.
All right. Hakari.
Okay. Quick reminder.
There's the big guys in that room up above.
Yep.
The smaller guys are down here.
Okay. I'm gonna help fight the smaller guys.
All right. You rush up next to Burbage.
Yeah. And then I stab at one with my sword.
Please.
If it'll load.
T-Rex is up next. Twenty hits. Looks like 14 and 8 radiant. So 22.
what?
8 radiant damage. I believe you have a second attack.
Can I do Sacred Flame because it's a bonus?
It's not a bonus action.
Oh, it's not?
uh,
Okay, so just the attacking was...
But I think you get a second attack with that weapon.
Oh, okay.
$25 hits for then 17 damage.
Are you rolling my damage for me?
It's already rolled
It's
automatically.
already there? Okay.
The two of you, Burbage and Akari, standing side by side, fighting these demons of hell, the chains rattling in front of you. They're also burning from the forbiddance. It looks like they're about to take off. That will be Clue's turn, who's a giant.
Bite.
Let's see if he can bite good enough. He gets a bite and a tail attack. I
But they
assume.
can't be the same target.
Oh, thanks. Yep. So the bite is 21. That hits for
4d12.
34 damage.
Also, it is now grappled and restrained. Crunch!
Blue chomps into Tom Wake, lifts him up off the ground, the teeth crunching into like his back. That you could see the teeth sinking into his flesh. His blood is dripping down the side of the T-Rex's mouth. All while he's also beginning to slowly immolate. Oh, so close. Now, what? And he weakly from the T-Rex's mouth reaches out that palm again. And now that he's already touched your head, I need another saving throw from you, Charity. A different one than dexterity. And this time you have to hit a 27.
I have bless and resistance.
Okay.
25.
25, so close.
Favored by the gods, which will
Which adds-
automatically be at least 2. It's 2d4, so it's automatically at least 2. No touch.
You this time like solidify your very spirit in this world with this charisma save. Your energies steal yourself away from it, and as this light connects again to your forehead and he tries to pull, this time you can tell it's like he's trying to pull you out of your body. Like he's trying to remove the pesky infection from his actual weapon. The crown that sort of surrounds your head sometimes, that is now sort of moved, its halo has now become more of a crown at times, lights up briefly again as well, a brilliant light. And he goes, oh, that fucking... And then he says something that just sounds like a muffled... And then his last word is blood. So ultimately it was, that fucking blood. Yeah. Hikari and Burbage, I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws at, nope, not at disadvantage. You're good.
And you're blessed, so you each get an additional d4.
And you're blessed. Add a d4, Hikari, but even a 12 was not going to be great. The two of you see the chained demons begin to slink away from you. As they do, each one grabs the shadowy chains that are holding them and attempt to wrap you in them. Burbage, you see this just a second before Hikari, and with both of your short swords out, it's not incredibly hard for you to maneuver out of the way of the sort of lasso that is created with these things. But you see Hikari is not so lucky. As the chains then wrap around her from the individual in front of her, the chains begin to grow sort of thorns almost. Metal thorns that dig into her. And Hikari, those chains tighten on you. Burbage, you get an attack of opportunity as both of them drag Hikari through the portal.
Is only one
Can
of
I-
them holding?
The one on the right has his chains wrapped around her.
Can I use my opportunity attack to specifically try to cut the chain?
I think you would know it would take an incredible attack from Brightfang to break a chain like this. I'd let you be open to try something other than an attack in this moment as a reaction. Oh, actually.
And did they take their 5d10 damage? Started their turn?
Oh, not yes, yeah. I think you've used your reaction when Tom Waite. No, that was last turn.
That was last.
No, you're
that
good.
was last
Yeah,
turn.
yeah,
As
yeah,
his
yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
Also, they're
yeah.
all 30 HP down from Radiance.
Cool. So yeah, Burbage, thoughts?
Interesting. Chains are like they're like solid, like metal, like, and
Yeah, and they're digging into Hikari.
if I don't think that I can cut through it easily,
I mean, you think it's possible? Not gonna lie, it's gonna take a pretty massive roll.
Because it's a piercing weapon, not a slashing weapon.
And as amazing as Brightfang is, it'd be pretty wild.
can I hide from the chain?
Sure.
I was thinking I was kidding. I mean, but I've seen them like taking. They're taking damage. Like they're like in pain. Burbage can tell that maybe that Charity did something that is causing them to like be hurt, right?
Correct. That seems to be why they're running.
Yeah. Burbage will attack the one that has the chain around Hikari.
Okay.
And this is his opportunity attack. And I don't have advantage or anything, I guess.
Correct.
That's a
Yeah.
crit hit.
That's a crit hit.
They're also
Damn, you're
next
killing
to an
it.
ally.
You get crit hit sneak attack, Burbage.
Oh boy, oh boy. So I just roll sneak attack and what? It doubles? I'll let you guys do the math.
13 plus 14 is 27 plus 56 is 83.
I can re-roll the one. I can re-roll the one in the sneak attack, right?
Yep. Sure can, buddy. I'm sorry,
So
86. No, 85.
The chains wrap around Hikari, dig into her skin, pull her arms tight. She's restrained. She's not going to be able to fight these things. As they disappear into the portal, as they're moving away from you, the one is pulling these chains, dragging Hikari, who just looks over to you for a moment for something to help. And as it's pulling her with it into hell, into a place that is going to murder her, you leap on this creature. How exactly do you kill it? It had 79 hit points. I don't know what to do.
I was gonna say,
I
how
don't know what
many
to do at that
HP
point.
did it have?
I don't know what to do. Fucking rogues. Crit
And
hit.
Fucking
Wild.
beautiful.
if you'll allow me, since it kind of was relevant earlier, I'd love to loop it forward to this. That like, if anybody's watching really closely, they can see. So Burbage like lands basically on this thing's like shoulders, or like just
Okay.
on its back or something, and both Burbage and Burbage's shadow, like together, like kind of as separate entities, but kind of together, like blurring, kind of stab down into this thing's head. But yeah, I'd love for his shadow to kind of be there again. Like, I don't know if that's cool with you.
Yeah, you stab down into your head, into its head. You feel it go limp. Burbage, you are on the cusp of falling into the portal yourself. You attempt to sort of leap off of it, but as you do, you're simply pushing him further in, and you begin to sort of fall yourself. You feel a bit of a wispiness of like your legs being pulled, and your shadow grabs your hand, pulls you further out. Somehow a shadow has power in this moment. In the midst of this shadowy hell that's in front of you. And the chains go limp that are dragging Hikari. Well done. Charity.
So yeah, I think Charity's just enough. I'm gonna move back since Palm is restrained. mostly inside a Tyrannosaurus's mouth. And then aiming at the, like, essentially his head, a some of Charity's feathers from his wings are going to separate and swirl. And I'm going to cast Disintegrate at 8th level.
Okay.
It's a dexterity saving throw, which he has disadvantage on.
His dex is not great.
And he's in a Tyrannosaurus's mouth.
First roll was a crit hit. Second roll, a 13.
Doesn't work.
That's 100? Or is it a roll? It's a roll, yeah. 70.
86.
86 force damage.
Now, hold on for just a second.
Yes.
I am going to re-roll 1, 2, 4, 5. The 6 ones by
Okay.
empowering the spell.
Okay.
I hate that. So 6 1, so it was 86, it's dropping to 80, and then we're just adding the total of this.
Yep.
101.
Force damage. Any final words as you disintegrate what he called a version of him, or perhaps what I called a version of him?
I am Caloran Charity of the family, and I am no one's weapon.
As he burns up and disintegrates, his atoms splitting apart. Just the jaws of the T-Rex closing further and further as they have less and less resistance. It sort of begins to disappear up toward his mouth, and you just hear, "You are nothing. You are use." But before he can finish, useless, his mouth is gone. The dust that he turns into what remains of him flies through the air, past Caloran, past Burbage, now attending to Hikari, slips just in front of Ire into the portal. And the portal disappears. Ire, your turn.
I think Ire is stepping forward. About here was where he dropped his sword.
Hikari dropped her sword here?
No, where Black Tom dropped
Oh,
his.
yes. I see. Yes.
I think he just picks it up and looks at it. I don't have any actions for him. There I don't see anything happening. So I'm just looking at it.
If something pops in, I'll let you do an action if you'd like.
Okay.
Clem, you notice Worf here is not stopping her incantation over this item that you've given her.
Okay.
She and Ponway both seem extremely on edge. and she asks in your mind for 1 or 2 more if you can spare them.
Yeah. I got magic items up the wazoo. Let's see. I really do have quite a few. I have so many things in here that's ridiculous. One of which is dirty Stormbringer's blood. That's fun. Sadness, the halfling's spine.
That's right.
Okay. I hate to give it, but I think I will give the Cloak of Billowing.
Okay. I'll let you continue looking if you want to add any more.
Do the temporary potions she makes count for?
Oh yeah,
Potions
I do have
would
a.
count.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a transformation potion as well.
Okay.
I have 1 of them left.
Okay.
So I'll give you transformation potion and Cloak of Billowing.
She you see her sort of struggling kind of with something here, and Ponway's kind of looking over his shoulder, but he's focused outward in a very defensive stance in this moment. And you hear him, do you need assistance? And she goes, fuck, not from you, no. You, and she points to you. Can you help? Do you understand magic? Do you understand some of the workings of items?
Yeah, real fucking intimately.
Oh, good. Then help. And she kind of claps her hands together as she brings them apart. The circle widens a little bit. You're able to put several items if you'd like, and you start to kind of pinpoint what she's actually doing. She's like magically rendering down these items into what looks to be kind of an iron bar, like an iron like pole almost. Give me an Arcana check to see if you can help, if you can even make some on your own here.
So
Yes,
this Arcana is intelligence. Is
Okay.
related to magical items.
certainly would be.
So I add ×2 proficiency bonus.
Times 2? Oh, well, proficiency, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, time. So I would add an extra 6 points. Oh, I would add 12 points because I'm not proficient in Arcana. So neat, right? That's how that works.
Yep.
Okay, so I rolled a 15 plus 12 is 27.
Needed a 25. You can make
Ooh.
2 or 3 bars by helping her. If you want to put all of your energies this turn into that.
Oh yeah.
You're not exactly sure what they do, but you can see how to do what she's doing.
I'm gonna just say, I told you I'm so fucking good at this as I do it and have no idea what I'm actually
and
doing.
like legit, this is advanced magic. This is tapping into realms of items that you had not considered, Clem. This is something beautiful and basic. This is artificery at its like most beautiful almost, and you in time, in step, match this incredibly powerful wizard.
Nice. My pigtails and my beard both flow up like Super Saiyan almost, as I'm just really intensely getting into the magic of this.
The rest of you, having gotten rid of all of this, begin to kind of let your shoulders down a little bit. Ponway has not dropped the T-Rex form of Clue. He has not stopped his defensive stance of whatever is occurring here with Clem and Werf. And for a moment, Benediah says, "Oh, is it though? Is it? Yeah?" And Werf, "Oh, dearie, no, not yet." And Ponway, You heard him. He told them we were here.
Who?
We have precious little time. And as he's done saying that, between Hikari, Burbage, and Ire, a creature brilliantly formed in white light burns with a quick blue flame. And then as that creature settles, he looks around. Some sort of angel has appeared in this moment. Down the hall, Hikari, you see another bright white light with a blue flame. And then another. Massive, long-limbed creature that, while it's difficult for you to see from this distance, Charity, you hear a familiar, raspy whisper. So here you are. Trapped. Just like he said. Finally. The voice of Barrett has a few words for all of you. And that, friends, is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Fuck. How we doing on resources, team?
Great. If you only need first or second level spells, I'm your man.
That's gonna do it for us tonight, friends. Thank you very much, everyone, for playing. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And from all of us at Goats and Dragons, we love you very much. Have an excellent evening. Good night. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye bye. Bye bye.
The lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Doom Lily. I laugh so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short, it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she leaves me sighing, leaves me into darkness, I call to my love, please return back to me. For she gave me a child and departed as I smiled. But me only, me lonely, is a silver cross, a sea. But no year she leaves me, where I remain sweetly. Now the voice